Welcome back to your free Windows 7 training. In this video, I will look at the event viewer. When an event occurs in Windows, a record of it is saved in the event log. Using the event viewer, you can read these events, which can be vital to solving and troubleshooting problems in Windows 7. The event viewer shortcut is nested quite far down the Start menu or the control panel in Administrative Tools. I find it easier to type event from the Start box and run it from here rather than navigate through all the menus. At the top of the event view is a summary of the events. Here you can see how many of each particular event has happened. At the top is critical events for the last hour, 24 hours, and 7 days. This summary provides a good way of quickly determining if there have been any problems on the system. The warnings are grouped from critical down to informational. If I go to the top and expand, I get a list of critical errors. The space here is limited, but if I double-click, I will get into a much better view. Critical events are problems that a failure has occurred by an application or hardware that could not be recovered from. These kind of errors should be looked into, especially if they are related to hardware. If I select one of the events, I can get some details about the event. In this case, the computer was not rebooted cleanly. This may be the power was unplugged, or there is problematic hardware that is causing the computer to randomly restart. These events are essentially filtered events to assist with reporting. All the events from the system come from the logs from under Windows Logs. The first log in here is the application log. The application log contains events from applications that have been running on this computer. This includes Microsoft applications and third-party applications. Information events like these give you some information. These aren't considered a problem. In this case, an information event has been generated telling me that Windows Management Instrumentation Services has been started. Information events like these are normal and generally nothing to worry about. A type of error listed in the application log is an error event. These can indicate a problem with the system. In the case of this error, there was a problem with the volume shadow copy service. Often you will find the event will tell you something happened but not the cause. One easy way to troubleshoot the problem is to click on the link at the bottom, Event Log Online Help. This will take you to a Microsoft website with information about the error. If this does not help, you can attempt to use a search engine to look up the event ID shown here, or even use the description of the event. In all honesty, I could take some time troubleshooting this error, but services do crash from time to time. What I would first do here is to search the event log and see if this event has happened before. If it is a once-off, it may not be a problem. The next event type is warning event. These are not critical errors, but should be looked into. This particular error message is telling me that there was a problem with the registry. I would guess that an application crashed or did something unexpected. Once again, if this is a once-off, I would not worry about it. Warning events can be generated by events like an application not being able to connect to a server. If the network is down, this is to be expected. If there is not a problem with the network, then a warning message like this needs to be investigated. The next major log in the event log is the security log. The security log shows security-related events that have happened on the system. The level of events that are logged here is dependent upon the level of auditing that has been configured on the system. Keep in mind that if you audit everything on a busy system, the logging can slow your system down. The next log file is the setup log. This log contains errors related to when applications were installed. This includes problems with Windows updates that failed to install. The next set of logs is for system events. This shows events relating to Windows 7 operating system. Things such as services not starting up will appear in here. If the computer crashed or the power cord was removed, an event for that would appear in here as well. The last event log is forwarded events. These are events that have been forwarded from another computer. This is the topic of the next video, so I won't cover it here. At the top of the event log is Custom Views. If you want to see only particular events, you can create a custom view by right-clicking Custom Views and selecting Create Custom View. There are quite a lot of filter settings that you can adjust in here. At the top is the time period you want to filter, followed by the types of events. In this, I will select 7 days and critical and event errors. Next, you can select which log you want to filter by, either the main logs or a particular application or services log. If you want to filter events from all log files, select the option Source and select which events you want to filter. In this case, I will select .NET related events. You can also filter by keyword. For example, if you had a RAID controller and only wanted to know about RAID events. Lastly, you can filter by users and computers. This is generally quite useful when trying to find security audit information. Finally, I get to choose a name for my filter, and it will be saved. If I select the Windows logs, I can go to the far right and select Properties. In here, you can first set where the log files can be stored. Currently, it is in the default location on the current hard disk. However, you could also set it to a network location. Even though some administrators do this, if there is a problem with the networking writing to this location, the events may be lost. In the next video, I will cover forwarding copies of events from one computer to another. This is a better way of achieving the same result. At the bottom of the screen, you have the size of the log file. This will determine how many events your log file can hold. When the log file is full, the next option will determine what will happen. By default, the events will be overwritten. The older events will be written over first. If you need to keep every event generated by the computer, you should select the next option that will archive the log file when it gets full. The last option will not overwrite any entries when the log file is full. A word of warning with this setting: if the log file becomes full, no new events will be written until the event log is clear or the settings changed. At the bottom right-hand portion of the screen, you have the option to clear the log. When you create an image of a computer that is going to be re-imaged, I like to clear all the event logs. That's it for the event viewer. Although it does not seem like much, it is often essential in the troubleshooting process. In the next video, I will look at event forwarding, the process of sending events from one computer to another. If you have liked this video, please see our webpage or YouTube channel for more free videos. Thanks for watching.